All right, so it's about 6:45 or so on a Saturday night, and I'm getting a late start here because it's 100 damn degrees, and I want to try and get most of this stripped down and some Bondo applied before the sun goes down, so that way tomorrow morning I can get a fresh start early in the morning and start getting our sanding and all the work done to it and stripping it down, everything that needs to happen. I took a little piece of the side art off here, and I went and got it color matched. So we'll see how good that turns out. So this is all going to get stripped down, taken apart, monitor out, artwork ripped off, marquee out of there, control panel off, coin door out. We're going to tear all this down, and we're going to see if we can get some Bondo mixed up and get it applied. That way tomorrow we can actually start our sanding process and all that. So nothing left to do it but to do it. And there we go. So yeah, I want to get all this stuff filled in so tomorrow I can get a fresh start and start my sanding. So while we still have some light, let's get this torn down and see how far we get. Okay, so it's windy, sorry if you can't hear me, but all the hard work is now done, and it turned out great. Not perfect, but much better. But you can see now that the just from the sanding that it doesn't stick out anymore. Everything is nice and flat. It probably could have been a bit better, but not too bad. Even down the front here, except for the corner where I had to do the repairs, and it's split. You know, it's got the gap because of the split wood or the swollen wood, and this side's got the gap because of the swollen wood, and it's missing the bolt there that holds it in. But otherwise, it turned out real nice. And that's going to end this part. And I tell you, it's hotter than Shania Twain in a two-piece out here. So I am beat. I've been working on this all day, and you can tell I'm just winded. It took a lot out of me. I'm almost at the point where I don't want to do this anymore, but you know, it is what it is. So, yeah. Turned out very good, not very nice, very good. The paint is a 100% perfect match, as far as I can tell. Oh, I must have put my hand on there, on that one, that part. Yeah, the paint is just perfect. So once we get some art on this and a few final touch-ups and everything that needs to happen, this will be pretty much ready to go. I gotta get all of the, I gotta blow out all of the dust and dirt and everything from the sanding. It's just chock full of that stuff in here, but nothing too difficult. So yeah, it turned out great. That's going to end this part, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next part where we get all the black pieces sanded and painted, all the metal parts, including the coin door, all the hardware, everything, all the rust taken care of. And then we'll see if we can get it back together and how it turns out. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Okay, actually real quick here at the end, I forgot to mention that this is all the T-molding I had left after replacing it all. I got all the T-molding replaced, and this was all that was left. So yeah, there's some that goes along the bottom, along the wood where this piece goes in. I'll just put black on there, or we'll see what I can do to figure out that. I may just put black. We'll see. But for those of you who are interested, this is the paint code that I have used, that I used for this. I'm not going to read it all out. You can pause the video and see what it, you know, type it out and read it out for yourself. But that's the paint code for the gray. And I took a piece of the side art off of the machine. I took that piece off the corner off the machine and took it in and got it color matched. So yeah, okay, now I'm done. Okay, oh, I've got to sit down, clean up and relax by watching the Chiefs game. So okay, thanks for watching again. Stay tuned and we'll see you on the next part. Okay, back here real quick. I need to put an addendum here on the end of the video because I forgot to mention a few things. I still need to go through here and paint that edge where it meets with the front, because it's of course I got gray paint on there, so right along there needs to be painted black on both sides, so I'll take care of that. And you can see here that it still quite isn't good. Once I'm here in the garage, I'm out of the sun. You can see here that it's still not it's still sticking out towards the edge. So I'm going to actually work a little bit more on this to try and sand that down, because now that I have the T-molding in, I wanted to see how far it stuck out, and it still kind of sticks out rather well along the edge. So I didn't really sand this as much as I needed to, because I didn't want to take too much off. So I need to go back through and really redo this. I mean, I'm somewhat happy with it, but it could be better. So I'm going to try and do this a little bit better. But overall, still, yeah, the turnout was really nice. So I have to take care of the black areas there on each side and kind of do some more work on this edge here. The same with right there and along there. So I'm still going to do a little bit more work on here, but as you go up towards the top, it's kind of much better. And I got rid of the Pizza Hut stickers because, you know, there's documentation on this video that it came from a Pizza Hut. There's no reason to keep those stickers. And they just, after I started looking at them, they're just not any good. They were disintegrating. They were kind of half removed already. Like someone had tape over them. They pulled the tape off and all that was left was the paper type of material that is part of the decal. So if you ever pulled off a decal from something, you know what I'm talking about. So I just took those off anyway. I forgot to mention that prior. So now that I've rested and got a little bit of some downtime in me, yeah, I'm going to have to go through and kind of redo this. If you look on the front here, on the front edge, it's not so bad, but I need to take more off of this here on the side. I'm not happy with how that turned out. Plus, there's a bunch of gap there. I didn't get enough Bondo in there, and it's just, I need to really just sand this all down and make it a bit better. And as you can see here along the side, I need to do a bit more fine sanding as well. So at least, you know, most of the heavy work is now done. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll see how this turns out. But I wanted to make this little ending part of the video because I forgot to mention all this before because I was outside, I was tired. And yeah, so we'll see how this turns out. Stay tuned, and part 3 should be coming here shortly.